also proceeded by, let me hide this. Introduction, we talked about the Python, writing your first code. Remember we talked about this, printing hello world in Python. Sorry, let me share my entire screen so I don't have to come back here. Alright, confirm that you can see my screen, please. I want to believe everybody can see my screen now. No, can you see my screen now? Alright, so now we're going to proceed from where we stopped. We stopped on saving your program code. I think we did that already. Okay, so understanding the program. Okay, so now I was going to add. This is going to be our assessment of for the last class, for the next class. Now I want to just quickly go into this. Now, why do we always start with? Why did I start with printing hello world as our first line of code? Now the purpose of using hello world is because whenever developers, whenever they want to transit, I mean when you want to learn a new language, it's just like when you want to learn a new language in, let me say you want to learn Igbo or Yoruba or Hausa or French, they always start with 1, 2, 3. You need to learn 1, 2, 3 first, right? Or A, B, C, D in French. Am I correct? So the volume is not loud. Is it loud now? Can you hear me better? Is it better now? Can you hear me better now? Boomy? No, you say you can't see my screen. Can anybody see my screen, please? Yes, I can see my screen. If you can't see my screen, please leave the call and come back again. You're able to see my screen. Because I can see that some people can see my screen and some can't. Alright, you can see my screen. So if you can't see my screen, leave the call and join again. You're able to see my screen, okay? Alright, so moving on. So like I said, whenever you want to learn a new language, you always start with the basics, right? The simple steps, simple things. So for any programming language, right, programming, you always start with printing hello world as a best practice for you to know that, okay, this is how this programming works. This is how this programming language works. So you're able to get that right, okay? So moving on. Sorry. Yeah, moving on. I'm going to skip this. Like I said, it's going to be one of our assessments. So we have comments. Yeah, we have Python syntax and data types. Now we have comments as number one. Comments. Now comments are used in to add explanatory notes to your code. They are not executed by the Python interpreter and are intended for human readers. Now, what does this mean? In Python, comment starts with hash symbol. Now, this means that when I believe you can see my screen. When I run this code now, I want to run this code. Now, you see that I said yesterday that in Python the code runs from the first one to the last. Okay, from first to last. Now you see that this line of code was not executed. This is online Python IDLE compiler and interpreter. Now, what does this mean? This line of code was not executed. Why? Because it's a comment. It's for you, the user, or the person that is writing the code, for me to understand that, okay, this is what Python. This thing is just like maybe your teacher is teaching you and you want to jot down some things. There's a difference between jotting down some things and copying directly from your teacher's notes. So when you jot down some things, it's in your own words, it's where you understand it. But your own teacher's notes now is the one that Python understand, which you also will understand because you're a developer. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this comment is not for the computer to execute. It's not for Python to execute, but for you, the user, to understand that this is what I wrote. Now I can come here and say, I can come here and put the comment. To start with comment, you use the hash symbol. I use my hash symbol. This online platform, right? The link I sent to you guys now. So I type this is the print statement for this program. Now when I run this code again, you see that this line of code will not be executed. I enter your first number, I enter 2, enter second number, I enter 4. Now you see that this line of code wasn't executed. Why? Because I started with hash symbol. Now let me remove this hash symbol now and run this code. You will see that we'll have an error after the whole thing. Now you see the error message now. This is the print statement for this program. You see it's invalid syntax. Why? Because Python doesn't understand this language. It's like I'm speaking Java to Python. You don't understand what I'm trying to say. Why? Because this is a what? I need to comment this. I need to make a comment because this is for me to understand, not for the computer, not for the program. Do we get that now? Please, if you understand me, give me a thumbs up. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you very much. Abiola, you don't understand? Afolabi. Okay, if you don't understand, drop your question. Just down your questions, like I said on this. Parents, please help your kids jot down the question. I will answer to the questions. Okay. All right. So since majority of us understood, let me continue. So use the add symbol to add comments to your code. Remember, the Python interpreter ignores this comment. So whenever it sees the add symbol, any line of code that start with the hash symbol, this hashtag, whenever it sees the line of code that start with it, it ignores it. It assumes it does not exist. Okay? Yeah, I'm coming again. I just summarize it right now. You cannot open Python on your phone. I sent the link to the in-call message. This is the link. It's not an app. Just click on this link on your this thing to take it to your web browser. Is what is first number? What is first number is just a sample code, please. It's not what I'm doing. It's just a sample code. I just want to show you guys. There's nothing there. Okay, get this right. I just wanted to show you something there. It's not like I didn't type that code. It's a default code. So if you are using online platform, just make sure you delete everything from your code. You press backspace until everything is gone. Press backspace on your computer and delete everything. Okay? Delete everything from your code. Then you can start typing. I just left that one there so that I can explain to you guys what's going on. Alright, so can we proceed? Can we proceed, please? Alright, thank you very much. Okay, so now the next one is indentation. Now Python uses indentation to define the structure of the code. Now by structure we mean like architecture. Okay? By structure I mean architecture, the way the code will look like. Unlike other programming languages that uses curly brackets or keywords, Python relies on consistent indentation to indicate blocks of code. It's just like you are trying to arrange the house, and if you want to arrange your room, if you did not put some things in the right place, some things gets missing and you don't know where you put them. Like when you come from school, you just throw your socks one side, you throw your school bag on another side, you throw this now, you start looking for your things. For more organized code, Python uses indentation. Okay, now this is indentation. Now you see that we have if x is greater than 5. You can see this space here. There is space here. Now you say that why this print is not in this place? Why? Because this print belongs to this condition statement here. We're going to go to condition statement later on, but not now. I don't want to just use it as a sample for us to see what I'm saying there for the indentation. Okay, so it moves it by four space. You can see it here, 4 space or 1 tap on your. If I use a keyboard, just press the tab once, or it's automated anyway. So let's say now I want to try this. Now let's try this. If x is greater than 5, and I put my back. Once I press the enter key once, it automatically gives me an indentation here. Can you see this here? This space. Because if I type the print in this place here, it's going to throw an error. Why? Because it's like I'm saying that this thing is on its own. It does not belong to this if condition. But I want the caller to know that the print statement, that is this statement here, belongs to this if condition here. I'm going to talk about the condition later on. Okay, so if you have you want to go to school now, You need to put your books inside your school bag. You don't hold your books on your hand, right? You hold your school bag on your hand. So that's how it is. So instead of holding your books on your hand, you put the books inside your school bag. That's the indentation there. So you are indenting the your books inside your bag. Do you understand that now? Are you following? Do you understand that? Beautiful. Okay, so we can move on now. So now another syntax in Python is the print statement. Now, which we already started working with, which is the print function. Now, it's used to display output on the console. Now, let me tell you what this console means. This is the console here. Okay, this is the console. Where you see your output is the console. You see there we have terminal. So it's the console. Now the for you of you using offline application as the application itself, that is when you run your code, everything is executed on the interactive mode. We'll go there. I'll switch to the mobile to the offline application now. Soon, just give me some minutes. But it's still the same thing. Okay, I'm just using it for those of you that are using online platform. All right. So the print function is used to display output of the console on the console rather. It allows you to output text and the values of variables. You can pass multiple arguments in the print statements by separating them with comma. Now, like we did in yesterday's class, we wrote print open brackets. Okay, welcome to today's class. By the time I run this code, you see that we have welcome to today's class. Okay, can you see that this is the function? The print function enables you to what? See the output. What's the problem? What's your name? Do you understand the print statements now? It allows you to see when you want to see the results. When you want to print an output, you use the print function. Okay, you will get that. Now, you don't understand or what? What's the problem? Oh yeah, please jot down your question. When it's time for question, we will attend to it. Okay. God's power, what's the problem? Jot down your questions, please. Ben, okay, you guys don't understand what I'm saying. Okay, this is it. Now, when you want to like we did yesterday in the Indomie, when you want to cook Indomie, you want to prepare sandwich and all that. To do that, what happens? You first of all input your statements, right? You first of all prepare the Indomie. You get everything required to cook your Indomie. Okay, when you get everything required to cook, you start cooking your Indomie. Now, when your Indomie is done, it is now ready for it to eat, right? So that is the output. Am I correct? That's the output, right? Before you cook the Indomie is still raw. It's not yet done. So that is you typing your code. You are typing your code. You are preparing your Indomie to what? To run. Okay. So by the time you are done cooking your Indomie and you are ready to eat it, you then click on run. Now, what makes your code to show the result? What makes your Indomie to come out? Why are you laughing? Please don't distract the class. What makes your code to show the results is this print statement here. Okay? Now, this print statement tell the computer that I'm ready to what? Eat the Indomie. So you are using the print to release the output. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, please? Is it clearer now? Okay, so do you understand that now? Alright, thank you very much. So that's it. So for you to know that the indomie is done, and for you to be cooked to be ready to serve, you use this print statement here. And when you use the print statement, the code will be executed and tell you, okay, now your indomie is ready. So if you cook your indomie correctly, you will enjoy your food. But if you do not cook your indomie well, you will not enjoy your food and you may end up wasting it. Similarly, when you type your code correctly, you will not have any error. For example, now I just tell the computer to print hello world, and this is just print hello world now. By the time I run this code, it will show an error. Why? Because the computer does not understand what I'm saying. So that means my indomie was not well cooked. I can either throw the indomie away or have to find a way to recook the indomie. Do you get that now? Do you all get that? Alright, so for me to cook the indomie correctly, I need to do it the right way. I need to boil my water. I need to do what? Your process of cooking indomie. Or if you're not cooking indomie, I don't have to cook indomie. I only have to cook other things. So if you're not cooking indomie, you know what to do, right? So you boil your water. You do what? You put indomie inside the pot. What else? After putting it in the pot, you eat it from the pot, right? Or you are like to get cooked. I don't know. I don't know if you're not cooking indomie. I believe you know how to do it. So you do it that way. I think when you're cooking indomie, what do you do? Okay, alright, so that's that anyway. Let's proceed. I'm just joking anyway. I can cook indomie. For some of you are laughing that I don't know how to cook indomie. I can cook indomie, okay? I can. But your stuff can cook indomie. Alright, so let's proceed. Moving on, you can print text and variables by enclosing them in quotes. Now yesterday I mentioned something about string. Now strings are are printed in quotes. If you notice in my code here, I use this quotes, open quotes here. Okay, so that is if you see the keyboard, you see the shift, you hold the shift key and you use this or double quotes here, as you can see here. So note, you can either use double quotes or single quotes, but whichever quotes you use, you must be consistent with it. That means by consistent I mean you must use the same thing you use for the open quotes and the close quotes. Okay, so if I'm using a single quote here, I must end my program with a single quote, a single one of this. And if I'm using a double quote, I must end it with what? Double what? Quotes. Okay? And another thing I want you guys to note, whenever you open your brackets, the number of open brackets must be equal to the number of what? Closed brackets. If I close my bracket again, now this is one open bracket and one closed bracket. If I run this code, it's going to throw an error. Why? Because this bracket is not meant to be there. Okay? So even if I open another bracket here, you see that it's not valid, even though it's not showing any error, but it's not important. But the number of open brackets must be equal to what? The number of what? Closed brackets. I will drop the link again one more time. For those of you using mobile devices, I guess you're just joining the class now. I'll drop the link again. So that's the link. I've dropped the link. For Python on your phone, use this link I sent, please. For those of you using your mobile devices, use the link I sent. You use the online platform, okay? You can check the application on Play Store or App Store, but I'll actually advise you use the link. Alright, thank you for getting it. Alright, so let's proceed. Okay, so now we have variables. Now variables are used to store and manipulate data. Now in Python, you don't need to declare the data type explicitly. you can assign value to a variable using, can you hear me please? Confirm that my voice is clear and loud enough. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me very well. Alright, good, thank you. Now in Python you can assign a value to a variable using the equal sign. Now the data type is automatically inferred. By inferred, it means that it's automatically detected. The computer knows, Python knows that, okay, this is the data type that you are using. Okay, so based on the assigned value. Now this is another example. Now this is, you can see a comment here. Now you can see s is an integer. This is a comment. So whenever you write inside your code and you start with the @ symbol, the computer will ignore this line. Okay, you tell you that, okay, I don't know what this thing is, so you let it be. Okay, so now this is a variable. Now to work with the variable, now let me use the offline platform. Now let me use the application itself. To do that, instead of using your PC, instead of using the online platform, remember, once you click on the link, you have a lot of codes on it. All you need to do is to clear everything. Instead of using the online platform, what you will see is this is what you will see on your line of code. So once you click on the last line of code, just delete everything you're seeing on your screen. Okay, delete everything and you are good to go. Just press backspace on your mobile phone. Okay, and then you can start typing. Then you can as well cancel this adverts. You don't need it. Then for the offline platform now, so you just press the window key and I type my IDLE. You type IDLE on your mobile phone, and you on your laptop or your computer, and you click on open. Now, like I said, you have the interactive mode and you have the script mode. Okay. My phone is not charging. So that's that. My Python IDLE is loading. Okay, this is it now. So this is the interactive mode. Now I can come here as we did it yesterday. So your IDLE type which name should I call now? I want to call someone's name. Okay, who should I call? Okay, I can see Kemi here. Hi Kemi. How are you doing today? Okay, so I close my quotes and then I open my bracket, and after I press the enter key on my keyboard, because I'm on the interactive mode, once I press the enter key, it gives me the results immediately. But when I press the enter key, it shows me the results. Okay, can you see that? Hi Kemi. Is Kemi in class? I think I saw Kemi just now. Good, I can see Kemi Larry. Alright, Kemi, give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen. Kemi, give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen. Kemi Larry. Alright, so that's that. So now I want to use the script mode now for today. I want to use the script mode. So I come here. Now the first thing I want to do is to save my work. 3 days day 2. I save it to any file. Now the extension for Python is .py, and whenever you save your Python code, please note the directory of where you are saving it. Okay, note where you are saving your code. So you can come here and save it in documents, or you can save it to your desktop, or anywhere you want to save it. Okay, anywhere you want to save it is fine. So I come here and save my documents, and then I click save. It's saved. Now if I want to open the code, there are two ways to do that. I can either come here and click on recent files. I will see the recent codes I've written here, or I will come here and click on open, and I open the file. Likewise, if you are using the online platform, where is it? If you want to open your already saved file, you come here, you click on this, open file from disk, and to load from your computer, and I can equally go and locate where my Python code is, and once I click on the code, you see that the code is being opened. So this is the code that I put, and with the name of the file day3.py. Okay, so when I run this code, it prints what I want to print. Okay, this code has an error. Okay, so that's that anyway. So that's we're not here for this code. So I can cancel the close the file by closing it. So that's that for that. So I'll continue with this. Now where were we? Okay, we stopped here. Now we are talking about variables. Now I want to see variables like a box. Okay, variables are like a container that you use to store a particular data type. Now data types we have integer is a data type. You have a float, you have boolean, you have strings. Now integer is a whole number, either positive or negative. I believe we all know this in mathematics. Integers are either positive whole numbers or negative whole numbers. The key word there is what? Whole numbers. So anything that is whole number is a whole number is called an integer. Okay, whether it is minus 10 or plus 10 or minus 5 or plus 5 or minus 1 or plus 2, they are all what? Integers. Okay, now for the floats, now anything that has decimal place like 3.15, as you can see on my screen, or 2.5 or minus 0.4 is still a what? A float value. Whether it is negative or positive, as far as it has a decimal place in it, decimal point is what? A float value. Do you get that now? Tell me, tie up. What don't you understand? Please, if you understand me, please give me a thumbs up. Alright, thank you very much. Okay, so now a string on the other hand is enclosed in what? The quotes, as you can see here. This quotation. Now what happens in string? Now in string you can put in, once you open your quotes, you can put any kind of thing there and it will print it exactly the way it is. Now this is how string works. Unlike, let me come here. Let me come to the interactive mode. Unlike integers and boolean, and float, in string, let me say now I can say print 2 plus 2, and I close my and I print the answer. See, it gives me the answer 4. Now if I say print 2 plus 2, okay, so now what's it going to print for me? If it's going to, what's it going to print? Is it going to print 4, or what is it going to print for me? It's going to print 2 plus 2. Why? Because in string, whatever I put inside my quotes is going to print it exactly the way it is. In string, it is garbage in, garbage out. Whatever you sow into the string is what you reap. So if I type print quotes, hello 2 plus 2 is equals to 4. Now I combine words, numbers, I combine alphabets, I combine number, and I combine symbol. Now if I run this code, now it's going to print, it's not going to try an error for me. It's going to print hello 2 plus 2 is equal to what? 4. But if I now say print, one bracket, hello 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, and I close my bracket. Now this will try an error for me. Why would it try an error for me? Because one, hello is not defined. The syntax of which you are using this is not correct. Okay, so for you to get it correctly, you are going to have to put it in what? A string. So now that's the way string works. String, if you want something to be printed the way it is, you use what? The keyword what? String. Okay, you will use the string function, which is what? The open brackets and the open quotations and the close quotations. Remember, whatever you open, you must close. The number of open brackets must be equal to the number of close brackets, and the number of close open quotes must be equal to the number of what? Close quotations. Tell me, what do you not see? Do you understand that now? Please, if you understand, give me a thumbs up. Beautiful, thank you very much. Okay, so that's that. Now let's dive more into it. I can see more of thumbs up. Okay, that's good. I can see more of thumbs up. Okay. Alright, so let's continue. Now we're talking about the data types. Now I mentioned the data types. Now we have integers, which are what? Whole numbers without decimal points. Now they can be positive or negative. For example, like I said, 5 minus 2 or even 0, and as far as it does not have minus in it. Why are you laughing? I didn't see the name. Okay, so that's that. So either s is equal to, now you assign your variables. Sorry, you assign your variables using the equal sign. Now what do I mean by that? Now let's say I want to have okay, I think I'm already used to Kemi. So I write Kemi is equal to, my name is Kemi. Now what's happening here is this. Please stop distracting the class with your laughing emoji. The only reaction I want to see here is either a thumbs up or a thumbs down or a celebration emoji or whatever, but not the laughing emoji, please. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. Alright, so now what's happening here is this. Kemi, my name is Kemi is being stored into what? This variable name called what? Kemi. Okay? Do you get that? So by the time I press the enter key and I said, you see that it didn't print my name is Kemi. Why? Because I didn't tell it to cook the Indomie. I didn't tell it to cook it. It's like now this is Kemi is equal to my name is Kemi. It's like I'm preparing Indomie. I just put water, I put my Indomie inside the pot, and with the water inside, I didn't on the gas. I didn't tell it to cook the Indomie. I didn't on the gas, I didn't on the fire, and I'm expecting Indomie to be cooked. It should not be cooked for me. I said no laughing emoji, Esther. Please don't give us a laughing emoji. I'm distracting the class, please. Thank you very much. So that's that. So if you want the Indomie to be cooked, you need to use the what? Print statement. Now come here and I type print what? Kemi. I type okay, now I on the gas for Indomie to be cooked. And by the time I press the enter key, it means that the Indomie is cooked, and I press the enter key and it shows what? Kemi. My name is what? Kemi. Did you get that? Did you all get that now? Good. Now one thing about variables is this. Now, as the name implies, variables what? Vary. Now by that I mean it changes. Okay? Variables changes, so they are bound to change. So let's say I have a basket and I want to put oranges inside. At that point, what is being stored inside the basket is what? Oranges. I may decide that okay, tomorrow I remove the oranges. I say I want to put what? Clothes inside the basket. I remove the oranges and I put clothes inside the basket. So at the new instance, clothes is what is being stored inside the what? Basket. Similarly, in our Python code, now if I say print Kemi again, it's going to print what? My name is Kemi, right? Because it still recognizes that orange is inside this basket called what? Kemi. Okay? So if I also now change the name, I say okay, I don't want orange to be my basket again. I want my name is, or I want Emmanuel to be inside the basket. But then I press the enter key. Okay, fine. I remove the Indomie from the pot. I want to cook something. I want to cook rice. I then put it and I say okay, now what is being stored inside the pot is what? Rice. What is being stored inside the basket is now what? Clothes. So I just say okay, print what? Kemi. As soon as I run this code, it's not going to tell me my name is Kemi anymore. Instead, it's going to print what? Emmanuel. Then I press enter key. It shows what? Emmanuel. Okay? Do we get that now? Abela, you don't understand? Please, if you Ben, you don't understand. Okay, so in the next 1 minute, I'm going to pause for us to do our questions. Okay, so anyway, that's that. I think I should even stop now. I take the questions on time. So okay, so before I proceed, before I continue to answer questions, tomorrow is going to be the last day for this training. So please, if you're not really unable to answer your questions, kindly rewatch the video online. Okay, the link will be sent. Rewatch the video, and if you still understand, ask a question on the group. Okay. Then parents, please, we would love if you are with us in today's class. Thank you very much. But for tomorrow, please, we want all parents to join our kids. We have to discuss some things with you. So please, all parents, join us tomorrow in our class. Okay. Thank you very much. So I'll take your questions now. So if you have any question, send me the question on the in-call message now. I want to attend to all the questions right away. So I will start your questions. Oh yeah, I'm ready for your questions now. So if you have questions, please let's have it. Let's have the questions, please. What did you write that is wrong, that did not work? Okay. What did you write? You said you wrote everything and it didn't work. What did you write exactly? Can you copy what you wrote and paste it on the in-call message? Let me see what you wrote. And you will see it. Afolabi, please, I can't start all over again. Just watch the video, okay? We already have less than 5 minutes to the end of the class. Less than 10 minutes rather. So I can't start it over again. I can't explain everything. Yesterday's recording is on the group, but it will be sent again to the class, okay? What is coding? It was discussed in yesterday's class. You will see it on the video. I will send the link again one more time. Okay? But anyway, coding is writing like this. What we are doing today is coding. We're telling the computer we're writing programs. The process of writing programs is called coding. The process of you writing code is called what? Coding. You are telling the computer what to do. Okay. Okay. This one is yes. Now the reason why your code did not work is because you wrote print, and if you look at my code, P in my code is what? Small letter. So please, if you are writing this code, you have to write. Do not use double quotes. Don't use open bracket twice. That's a bad practice. Okay, don't use only one bracket. Okay, use only one bracket. And please start your code with your P with small letter P. Not is a function. All functions in Python starts with what? Small letters. So write your code with small letter, and you have it that way. Okay. So I've sent it what to type. Now type that, and you see that you have. Please send a game. There is no game for today's class. Okay, the game will come later on, not today. Akintunde, Babarinde, are you good to go now? Babarinde, are you good to go? Please don't make the same mistake. Oh, sir, please send the link of Python. Which of the Python? Do you have? Kem, is it to download? Are you using a laptop or are you using a mobile device? Sir, how should we watch the replaced class? You mean the recorded class, Vincent? The link is on the group. I will send the link again anyway. So where can I get the series of code to practice with, like 5 examples of code used today? How do I put it now? Just watch the videos and duplicate it from there. Watch the videos and replicate it from there, okay? Watch the video and replicate from there. I think I stopped somewhere. Okay. Sir, it is the one chat here just screw up. I don't understand what you're saying there. You're using a laptop. Okay, to use a laptop, I will send the link of the video to download Python on your laptop. Babarinde, I will send a link to download Python on your laptop, okay? To download and install it. Kem, you're using a phone. You're using a phone. This is the link. This is the link. So just click on this link. Kemi, this is the link, okay? I'll send the link one more time. So I advise you copy this link because after this call, the link will no more be available. So after the call, link will no more be available. So please copy that link and paste it somewhere else. Okay. So how do you know what to write in Python? Now, you need to do this. You need to know what you want to do with Python. You need to. I explained in yesterday's class that what Python is used for. Python is used for creating applications. It's used for creating calculation games. You can use Python to create games. You can use Python to create quiz. For example, now you can use Python to create a form, a restaurant form. You can use to create applications. Basically, applications are web applications, okay? Desktop applications and all that. How to write Python? How to write correctly in Python? I don't know what you mean by how to write correctly in Python. Okay, so I don't know what you mean, Abiola. Please, can you explain better? The link of the videos. I will send the link one more time. I will send the link to the class. Okay, so who else? Bumi, you're saying bye. Are you done with the class? Okay, so I'll be listening to you, sir. Thank you very much, Blessing. So when is okay? Thank you very much for this question. Tomorrow we are going to go into robotics. Tomorrow is the last day for the class, so we are going to go into robotics. Okay. So Python is cool. Yeah, Python is cool. I should re-explain float. Now a float is decimal place, as you can see on my screen here. Float values are what are used to represent numbers with decimal points. So 2.4, 3.5, even minus 0.5, as you can see here. 2.0, anything that has points in it is what a float value. Rukoya and Fabo, did I answer your question? Please give me a reaction if I answer your question correctly. Okay, so how do we watch the videos? I said I'm going to send the link to the. Thank you very much, Fabode. Is it Fabode or what is the name? Fabode, yeah, thank you. So how do you watch video of the class? The link will be sent. If you are using laptop, can you use the same link? Yes, yeah, if you are using laptop, you can use the same link. Wow, but using the link means that you will need internet access. So if you are using a laptop, you can work on Python without the internet by downloading the application itself. So I've sent the link. I will send the link again to download Python on your computer. Okay. So if you are using a laptop, only please for your laptop, that's only modular. Sorry. Mojola Olua, please I will send the link. Okay, yippee, really cool. I made a game in Python. That's nice, Mohammed. Okay, so when we will do practicals, we'll be doing practical things. So if you're not following us, we'll be working on the practical things. Okay, so please note once again, tomorrow we are going to coding. So we are going to robotics. We're going to robotics. We're going to go into the introduction to robotics. Okay, it's just a one day class. Sir, please, I need to check it out. Check what out? What don't check out? Please, can we get other codes to practice with? How do you use a link on laptop? If you want to use a link, if you're using a laptop, like I said, I will send you a link to download. Ben, are you with me? Ben, if you are with me, listen to me, pay attention very well. And others are using laptop. It's best you download the application so that you don't always have to use the internet. Because those of you are using their mobile phone, you will always have to use the internet to access this. But if you are using a laptop, all you need to do is to download the application and start coding. Welcome to the world of being a programmer. You are a programmer and you are a developer. So once you start writing code, once you watch the video and you practice, you are learning how to become a programmer. So every one of us is a programmer. If you are a programmer, can you clap for us? So give me a thumbs up or give a reaction or something. If it's cool, okay? Awesome. Thank you very much. So tomorrow, are we going to code again? Unfortunately, we're not going to code again because tomorrow we are going to robotics. So, but then there will be a time and season for that. Okay, I'm going to pitch something for us tomorrow. So that's why we're asking parents to join us tomorrow so that we can discuss some things and know how we can able to process further. Okay, so the float. Are we done with everything we need to learn in Python? The truth is that you can't learn everything in 3 days. As a matter of fact, you can't learn everything in Python in 5 days. So you need to keep on practicing and practicing with mentorship and all that. You will get it right. You master Python. Okay. So please, if I've answered your question, give me a thumbs up. Those of you that ask questions, if I answer your question, please give me a thumbs up. If I answer your question, please can we send the link to the platform? Okay, I will send it to the platform anyway. I sent it before. I will send it again. Okay, I am learning to code an app. Okay, that's good. Barindere. Okay, how much is the kit? Come to my DM, Kemi. Kemi, I will answer you on my DM. Come to my DM for that. Okay, Kemi, did you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you hear what I said. To get the robotic kits, come to my DM. But during the class tomorrow, we'll talk about that. I don't understand printing hello world in Python. To print hello world in Python, Adesina. Okay, so you just type print open brackets hello world and you close the bracket and that's all. Okay, so thank you very much for the class. I will see you tomorrow. Remember, parents, please join us tomorrow's class and we are good to go. Okay, thank you very much. I think I've answered all questions. How many days? Tomorrow is the last day. Tomorrow is the last day for the free. Tomorrow is the last day for the free coding class. So please do not miss tomorrow's class. Please, I am begging you all, do not miss tomorrow's class. Thank you very much. Do have a wonderful night. The recording will be available for you either this night or tomorrow morning. That's the recording of yesterday and today. Yesterday was already ready and sent to the group. So today's one will be sent to you. Okay, so that's all for today. Bye.